Hello, everybody. You're tuning in to the America's Best Value in 250 here at Richmond International Raceway for the SMRI Productions GN series here in the Elite Racing Series. We're set to do battle here for 250 laps at Richmond tonight. And as you're looking through our grid, you see on pole we got Hank Steinmiller and Chad Frankenfield taking it out in the front row. And Tate Lytle and Brandon Key with a solid qualifying run, P4 on the board. Tonight we're looking at stages going 75, 75, and 100 laps. So split pretty evenly here. Drivers have 7 sets of tires, so plenty of sets. Tires wear pretty quick here, so it's going to kind of be just a strategy of when you take that set of tires and how do you stay out of trouble, because these short tracks don't have a lot of wrecks. Field coming down the backstretch here, getting ready to take the green. Track's nice, hot, and slick, 105 degrees, so these drivers should be sliding around. Cars should be pretty loose. Gonna be playing with that brake bias all night, trying to save the tires, keep that thing pinned to the yellow line. And as you're coming around taking the 1 to go signal, I just want to give a shout out to some of our series sponsors here. Some of our series sponsors: C2 Freight Resources, EDI Services, Blue Egg Marketing. Couldn't do without all these guys sponsoring us every week. Coming around through 3 and 4, 63 Hank Steinmiller getting ready to take him down to the green flag. Chad Frankenfield and the yellow 15 on the outside. Hank gets a great jump. Tate trying to give Chad a look there, get to his inside, couldn't do it. Maybe give him a little room. Oh, we got a little car in the wall back there. Looks like Brandon Key in the wall of turn 2 on lap 1. That's not what you want to do at the start of these races. See the right front crunched in there, the 5 car. Oh, 3 wide back here for round 10th. Looks like the 38 Jeff Green around already. Couple cars spun around over there. It's a 42 Michael Hosack. See that car shortened up a little bit. Oh man, what happened to him there? Let's take a look at this. Coming out of turn 2 here. All's good. Oh, looks like somebody just lifted up there, and Jeff Green has already spun around, and he got on the brakes and kind of just lost it. I don't know who that was that drove into his door, but man, a lot of damage for a lot of these guys back here. Not a great. Good news is it's really early in the race. Got a lot of time to fix it, get back on track, but not what you want to do on lap 3. Yeah, it's like everybody was kind of checking up and trying to avoid that 38 machine down the inside wall, and it's caused a big stack up there. Hard hits for these guys. Running on board with a 42, Michael Hosak here. He just like checks up. Yeah, it's really easy to do when you're driving up on these wrecks. You get on the brakes a little too hard, and that thing just wants to spin out on you. Everything just happens so fast here at these short tracks. It's just difficult to avoid situations like that. Looks like most of these guys deciding to stay out here. A couple lap runs, so that's kind of what you would expect. See the weather tonight here, Richmond, a cool 76 degrees. Not a lot of wind, low humidity, almost no humidity. And we should go into the night here, I believe. It's about 4:30 here, Richmond International Raceway, so. G track 104 degrees. I would expect that to come down as we go later into the afternoon. Should bring the speeds up too. Track gets cooler, grip levels go up. One guy I want to give a shout out to is the 17 of Brendan Key there. You know, he wasn't really, like the way he was talking earlier, he wasn't really looking forward to coming in and run this thing tonight, and he put that thing in the top 5 in qualifying and looking to keep it up there. Running 5th right now. He's got that right side damage though on lap 1 that he got. But you can get away with some damage here at these short tracks, you know, not as aero dependent as our higher speed tracks. I'm sure a lot of cars will be looking a lot worse than that later. But back up front here, coming to 1 to go. You got Hank Steinmiller and Chad Frankenfield still up there. Chad looking to time this restart a little better, maybe have a shot at the lead going into 1 and 2. Got that 2 with Tate Lytle there starting P3. He's always quick at these short tracks. I expect him to be up there all night as well. Steinmiller back on the gas. See if Tate's going to give Chad a look there in the 1 and 2. Giving him a look. 15. Not able to get a great drive off, but able to clear him and take the spot back. See a 64 of Rucker and 56 of Garrison Hogan side by side here for 4th place. And Richmond's one of those tracks where this outside will work. See Rucker take it back to the bottom though. It's tough to make it work. I think you need the tires to wear a little bit in order for the top to come in a little bit, but when the top's working, this place is a lot of fun. See all these guys right around the yellow line down there, both ends of the track. Not a lot of side-by-side right now. Oh, we got a car almost going in the inside fence back there on the backstretch. I don't know who that was, but... Oh, it looks like 68. Got a little help there. A little contact, dooring somebody on the backstretch. Was able to minimize the damage though and keep going. See battle for 3rd here between Tate Lytle and Garrison Hogan. Looks like the 56 gonna take the spot. Now Rucker's trying to follow him through, but Tate's gonna shut the door on him. And then the 17 of Brandon Key is showing up as the 5. His paint scheme is the 5 car, but on the scoreboard, timing and scoring is a 17 car, just to avoid any confusion with anybody tonight. Nobody really knows what number Brandon's going to show up with week in and week out, so. But the 63 Hank Steinmiller looking good. Got about half a second gap back to Chad, trying to extend his lead here. We'll see how hard these leaders are pushing it, though. It's really easy to drive the rear tires off the car at these short tracks. All about drive off. See everybody pretty evenly spaced out up there. It's like the 63 and the 15 of Chad Frankenfield are kind of trading lap times back and forth a little bit here. Still maintaining about the half a second gap. Chad almost a 10th quicker that last time by, though. If you go on board with Chad here, you see he's kind of running like half a lane up in turn 3 and 4, then kind of cutting it to the bottom, getting that drive off. See him slowly creeping in on the 63. We'll see if he's able to get there, though, if maybe he's pushing a little too hard here, a little too early. Kind of minding their manners throughout the field so far. Pretty tame, other than that lap 3 incident, but kind of spaced out here. You see 37 Ethan Burrell making the pass on Thomas Sherman for P7. Ethan started 6th, fell back and working his way back a little bit. Pretty tight group up back here for around 10th to 15th. Kind of just a single file parade there at the bottom. Battle for the 15th position here. Trevor Elam and Wyatt Nadel. Looks like Trevor's able to make that pass. Got the 32 with Dustin Deward trying to follow him through. These three are about 7 seconds behind your leader, Hank Steinmiller, 63. So just to give you frame of reference. It's like Brandon Key trying to work over Andrew Rucker here in the 64. See, even 6th place here, about 3 seconds behind the leader. That 56 car of Garrison Hogan, P3, is kind of slowly creeping his way up there towards our top 2. He was about a second and a half back a couple laps ago, so he's slowly working his way up there. Brandon Key in the wall again on the backstretch. It's going to give the pretty good opportunity for Ethan Burrell to sneak to his inside here. Looks like Brandon's going to let him have it. '37 car is always one of the cars to keep an eye on these longer runs as well. He's good at saving the tires, keeping good pace throughout a run. So we'll see what happens here. If this thing continues to run green, if that 37 car comes to life. Started P6, running P6, so no positions gained or lost for that 37 car. So these top three are staying pretty consistent here. The gap's kind of maintaining between all three of them. About 0.6 of a second back to second place. About a second back to third place, 56 car. So our top three, all within a second of each other. And you kind of, just looking at these two here, the 15 and the 56, you kind of see the different approaches they're taking to the corners. Chad's kind of taking the diamond approach. He's kind of entering high, cutting it down low, getting the run off, where the 56 is kind of just putting it right on the yellow line all the way around. Running just a little bit lower than the 15 car. See Chad going out a little wider and cutting down to get that drive off right there. Putting it right on the bottom like Garrison is here, though, it definitely helps save those tires a little bit versus what Chad's doing with the cutting down, getting the drive off. See Ethan Burrell making the pass on Andrew Rucker back there. So put the 37 up to P5. See, the 56 is pretty much there now, challenging the 15. It's going to be really tough for him to make this pass, though. One thing that top line is good at, or good for, is defending the position. It makes it real hard for that person on the bottom to make the pass because they can't swing it out wide and get all that speed off the corner like they want to. So Garrison might have to change his line a little bit to make this pass. Even though they're racing for P2 here, they're slowly creeping in on the 63 of Hank Steinmiller. Top three all within 0.6 of a second now. They've kind of driven away from 4th and 5th back there. See that gap back to fourth place at Tate Lytle, about 2 seconds. But everybody in the top 5 is running pretty similar lap times. They're all kind of trading them back and forth, so nobody's really gaining a lot, losing a lot. I believe the fastest car in the top 5 that time around was actually 5th place Ethan Burrell by just over 1/10 of a second. See Garrison try and go way up the track, get that drive off. See, it worked for him. He was able to get right back to the bumper of that 15 car. See if he tries it again down here in 1 and 2. Oh, it looks like he didn't like it that much back to the bottom. See that drive off starting to go away. They cranked the wheel back to the right a little bit. Can't quite get the power down like these guys could earlier in the run. $63 at Hank Steinmiller and 15 at Chad Frankenfield actually ran identical lap times last time by, so it just shows you how close these guys are running to each other. See, they're working some lap traffic now, 99. 99 just giving them the bottom here. See that 2 car, Tate Lytle, slowly creeping his way back up into the picture here. Gained about half a second on these guys last handful of laps. Might have took care of his tires a little better than these top 3. We'll see. Ethan Burrell as well, not too far behind him. But these top 3 still right on top of each other. Got a battle for 7th back here. Brandon Key, Andrew Rucker. Oh, looks like Brandon washed up into him a little bit there in 1 and 2. Able to get the spot. Another person we haven't talked about tonight is Josh Adams. Up to P9, started P25. So that 95 car making a lot of hay so far. Not just over, well, 3/4 of the way down with this first stage, but he's got a group of 3 right in front of him, so he could be top 7, top 6 here for the end of the stage. From actually, he didn't even put a lap down in qualifying, so that kind of cost him here, forcing him to drive his way up there. See the one of Thomas Sherman trying to work inside of Andrew Rucker right there in the 64 Valvoline car. Thomas gonna send it in there a little bit. 3 wide with the lap car. Just can't get that drive off the bottom. Rucker's gonna drive back and clear him, and then shut the door on him. And you're looking at the back bumper cam of Brandon Key here, just past Rucker a couple laps ago. Maybe use them up a little bit, so we'll see if Rucker wants to get a little revenge here, a little payback. See Rucker use that top to get that drive off a little bit. He will get right back up to the back bumper. See that 6th through 9th, I'm sorry, 6th through 10th all right there, right behind him. A lot of positions here to be gained or lost for 17 of Brandon Key. Especially if he gets shuffled out of line, he's going all the way back to 10th. Thomas Sherman giving Rucker another look here. Try it again on the bottom. Drive it in there, wash up a little bit. Looks like he's going to make the pass. 95, Josh Adams going to try to stick his nose in there, follow him through. Rucker's going to give him the lane. Man, that one car, Thomas Sherman's all over the place getting off these corners. He doesn't have a lot of rear grip right now compared to these other guys, but he's making it work. One car kind of fishtailing a little bit off the corners. Looks like 95 gonna take the spot from 64 Rucker. That's 82 with Josh Clark right there, trying to put Rucker back there in 10th. Rucker got a little sideways there on the backstretch, trying to get the power down. Clark's gonna give him a look. Able to get by. Rucker going the wrong way here. Just lost 4 spots. Just like that. And actually up here for P2, Garrett, we didn't see it, but Garrison Hogan passed by Chad. Chad Frankenfield actually lost 2 spots. Tate Lytle went by him. Garrison Hogan went by him. So Chad put Chad back to P4. About 2 seconds off the pace. So I'm not sure what happened to Chad, whether he drove the tires off the car or maybe got a little sideways and scuffed the tires a little bit, but Chad falling back pretty quick here. See the 56, Hogan finally caught up to Hank Steinmiller there after trying to work Chad over for a long time. Got 15 laps to go in this stage. Gonna be working some lap traffic here too, side by side right in front of him. We'll see if that comes into play. Lap traffic, always a good opportunity to make that pass on the leader here on these short tracks. See the 6 of Zach Evans gonna give him the top. And then right there in front of him is going to be Jeff Green, who you saw on lap 3, that incident on the backstretch. Car's pretty beat up. Looks like the 63 a little sideways down the back or the front stretch here, going to give Hogan an opportunity to have a look. Hogan trying to get that run off the top. Thought he was going to shoot through. Oh, there you go. I thought he was going to shoot the middle 3 wide, but he's going to take a low 3 wide around the 38 of Jeff Green. And is he going to be able to clear him? He will. So what a move. Went from the top to the bottom. Off of turn 4 to take the lead 3 wide. I thought he was going to shoot the middle over there in turn 3 and 4 with Jeff Green up top, but he decided to back off and do the crossover down low. We'll see if Hank's going to be able to take it back here, if that 56 just took a little bit better care of his tires than these guys and going to drive off and get the stage here in 10 laps. Guys working quite a bit of lap traffic right now. You see our top 5 there at the bottom of your screen. Harrison Hogan just taking the lead. Tate Lytle kind of catching these top 2 here, about a second back. See if he has a say for second place here before the end of this stage. And then looks like there might be a battle for 4th and 5th between 15 and Chad Frankenfield and 37 Ethan Burrell here shortly. Be interesting to see what happened to Chad. I have to ask him after the race if he's around, but because he was up there, you know, running second place, about 3-4 tenths behind the leader, and all of a sudden we turn away for a second and focus on a battle back for 10th, and we come back and he's 2 seconds behind the leader running for 4th. G95 Josh Adams making the pass on Thomas Sherman here. It's going to be for 7th place. So Josh Adams started 25th up to 7th here in about 70 laps. Which is pretty impressive considering had to miss that wreck at the start. Stay out of trouble and keep that car clean up to 7th place. See the 2 of Tate Lytle creeping in on the back of Hank Steinmiller here. '56 car just slowly creeping away from these 2, though. He's kind of just driving off. You see these guys kind of working through some pretty heavy lap traffic now. So they caught the rear of the field. Going around the 20 car, or I'm sorry, the 51 car, Harrison Talion. See Tate running about half a lane up compared to the 63, trying to get that better run off the corner. So we come to 3 laps to go in the first stage. Again, there'll be no yellows. They just run it continuous. There'll be stage points awarded 75, 150, and at the end of the race. See Tate trying to get to his outside, take a peek. Can't quite get the power down. Man, he was dirt tracking that thing, trying to get the power down off turn 4. I'm surprised he was able to stay on the outside of the 63. These 2 battling for P2 here, coming to the white flag on the stage. Looks like Tate's gonna get it here on the front stretch, able to get the power down and get the run off the corner. So put the 2 car up to P2. 37 Ethan Burrell also trying to make a pass back here for P4 on Chad Frankenfield. This is going to be coming to the checkered flag for the stage. Who's going to get P4? Looks like Ethan will. But your stage winner up here, 56, Garrison Hogan. And he's just driving off. I mean, he gapped Hank Steinmiller and Tate Lytle back there by just over a second already, and it's only been 10, 15 laps. I'm not quite sure what the pit window is here, but I would expect these guys to be coming down soon, especially with the stage being over. If I had to guess, it's about 80 to 100 laps for pit window here. Especially times have fallen off about a second and a half from where they started the race, so I think they would want tires pretty bad right now too. I bet you their tires are screaming. But we'll see what I would expect if I'm Tate Lytle or Hank Steinmiller back here, about a second, 2 seconds behind the leader. I would try to short pit and maybe jump them a little bit here. Because if you can pit a lap or 2, 3 laps in front of Hank, or Garrison Hogan, I mean, the 56, you're going to be able to come out with the lead, kind of make him run you down. Looks like we got some guys taking pit road here. The 32 Dustin Dewar, 3 at Dylan Thomas. They just got lapped, so deciding to come down pit road now, get some fresh tires. So that might bring some of these guys a little farther up down pit road. We'll see. Oh, I didn't see it, but Rucker actually pitted as well. He, P20 at the lap down, so we'll see how much ground he's able to make up here on the leaders and when they decide to pit. The dangerous thing about pitting on these short tracks, though, is if you decide to pit, come down pit road, caution comes out, you're going to be a lap, maybe 2 laps down. So you're going to be in quite the hole if you catch a caution, if you're at the wrong end of a caution here. So I think most of these leaders might actually opt to stay out as long as they can and avoid getting trapped a couple laps down at bad timing of a caution. See our top 5. See the time interval back to Josh Adams and Chad Frankenfield is about 5 seconds. I mean, we were just talking 30, 40 laps ago. Chad was up there within half a second of the leader, and now 30 laps later, he's 5 seconds off the pace. Chad actually decided to come down pit road here. I think his tires finally begged him enough to come down pit road. With these short tracks too, you get guys back there 20th, 15th place on fresher tires, and you get everybody on these differing tire strategies. A lot of different closing rates out there. Usually leads to some incidents. And you got some guys out there second and a half slower than other guys, and trying to make quick work of them, go around people as fast as they can, and that leads to a lot of issues here at these short tracks. Like our leaders, though, for the most part, still staying out there. Got the 68 just working on his stop right here. It's like our top 5 still staying out so far. Just looking at the time intervals, though, You know, the 15 of Chad Frankenfield pitted a couple laps ago was running 23 O's. And our leaders are running 24 1s, 24 2s. And Chad's also back in traffic and still running about a second a lap faster. See 84 White Nadel on pit road here. See on board with Chad Frankenfield. You see how fast this closing rate's going to be to these cars on 90 lap tires here. Going around the 95 of Josh Adams. Yeah. 37 Ethan Burrell, one of our top 5 running cars on pit road now. We'll see where Chad Frankenfield shakes out here, because he was running tail end of the top 5 and pitted about 10 laps sooner than these guys, so he should have a little bit of a gap. Probably jumped a few guys. It'll be interesting to see. You see all the traffic that he's running into, though. That's the problem with these newer tires, is that you just put yourself back there in all this traffic. That's going to be a lot slower. It's hard to work through them really quick, like you need to. The one of Thomas Sherman was running 5th on pit road now. A lot of these guys starting to come down. 12 of David Westergreen, who's having a pretty solid day running in the top 10. Started 14th. Car looks pretty clean. 56 still sticking it out there, though. And why not? I mean, you're pulling away from everybody else. You're got the best tires of the guys who are out there on old tires, so might as well stick it out as long as you can and come out here with the freshest tires again. Come out on the attack. 71 David Carpenter. And right now, there's only 6 cars on the lead lap, so a caution right now would trap a lot of these guys a lap down. A lot of them would take the wave around, I'm sure, but 29 Trevor Elam coming down. Also having a solid day. Started P26, was up there to 6th place. See the 56 just giving everybody the bottom here, just letting everybody go on these fresher tires. I'm kind of surprised they're staying out this long, actually, because Chad's still running about a second a lap quicker than these guys, and he pitted probably 20 laps ago at this point, so he should have quite a gap over these guys. It's like the 46 Ryan Barbieri coming down pit road is also running top 5. Kirsten let everybody go. And you see the 2 of Tate Lytle just in here getting swallowed up by all these guys on tires. Just hornet's nest around him right now. 15 of Chad Frankenfield goes by. Trying to get himself back on the lead lap. Garrison Hogan, the leader, actually coming down pit road. So I would expect that to force Tate Lytle's hand here. Tate taking over the lead. I would expect to see Tate here in the next lap or 2. '63 Hank Steinmiller falling down. Here comes Tate. Tate as well. So Josh Adams actually is going to take over the lead now. And again, I would expect to see him here in the next lap or 2 as well. And Josh, actually, the lone wolf out there. Last car coming down pit road. He's 97 lap old tires out there. It's going to be really tough for him coming down pit road. He's got to wait for kind of clear track behind him. This pit road, coming on pit road here is very difficult to do, and when you're in traffic, you kind of got to make sure you got to have a little bit of a gap. The pit entry is just so narrow, it's just one lane, and it's almost off the track. See two-car Tate Lytle coming out of pit road. Josh still sticking out there. Chad Frankenfield 14 seconds behind Josh right now. Still running about a second a lap faster, and Chad actually has about an 8-second gap over our old leader, 56, Garrison Hogan. But I would expect Garrison to eat that up pretty quick here on these very fresh tires just out of pit road, so he's running about a second a lap faster than Chad. Josh just let the 63 go. Hank Steinmiller there, getting the lap back, getting back on the lead lap. It's at 63. Well, I guess I was wrong. I said pit window was 80 to 100. Josh has gone over 100. I don't know if he can maybe... I don't think it's possible to one-stop it here. I'm not sure. I didn't look into the fuel window before this race started, but maybe Josh is trying to one-stop it. If he can make it to 125, be able to make it on one stop. Only 20 more laps. See, 56, Garrison Hogan coming back in the top 5, passing Andrew Rucker for P5 right there. Making it look pretty easy on those fresh tires. Oh, actually got a little bit of the fence right there. Carrying a little too much speed coming out of turn 4. Just how fast he's closing in on these cars with older tires, albeit only 20 laps, but see just how quick he's closing up on the back of that 37 Ethan Burrell and gets a better drive off. Ethan just gonna give him the lane, let him go. So put the 56 up the P4, P3 right in front of him, the 82 of Josh Clark. Also having a great quiet run tonight so far. Been pretty much top 5, top 10. '56 got pretty clear track now, right up to that 15 of Chad Frankenfield. P2, about 10 seconds back from Josh Adams, so they should be up to him here in probably 8 to 10 laps or so. See how fast he's reeling in the 15, just how much farther he drives it in turn 3. He closed up about 3-4 car lengths right there just going in turn 3. Chad on about 40 lap old tires at this point. So Chad actually not even able to lead a lap playing this strategy because got jumped by Josh Adams playing the long game here. I'm kind of thinking he's trying to make it to 125 and just split this thing on one stop. So Josh Adams, P25 all the way to P1 so far. Let about 20 of them. But that 56 car coming in a hurry. And just waiting that extra lap or two for Tate Lytle Cost him a lot of time on that 56. Running about 3 seconds behind him, 4 seconds behind him. See how fast that interval's closing on the leader, Josh Adams, there about 3/4 just in one corner. Garrison Hogan, we just talked a couple laps ago, he was about 10 seconds back, already down to under 4. 56 cars flying around here. Taking it way, way low on the entry there, go around those lap cars. Oh, 95, Josh Adams coming down pit road right here. Not quite halfway. Wonder if he's couldn't go any farther, or saw the 56 car closing in a hurry and decided to call an audible to come down pit road. We'll see how far back this puts him now. A caution, staying out that long, will put him more than one lap down. So a caution, if a caution comes out here in the next couple laps, that could really bite Josh Adams. But 56 car back to the lead. Pulling away from everybody else so far. This thing had that caution on lap 3, and this thing has gone green ever since. See the weather, 78 or 77 degrees actually. Track's cooled down since the start of this race about 4 degrees, so track getting a little bit faster for these guys. Sun's starting to set. Just take a look at our top 5, getting pretty spread out. About 3 seconds back to the second place car, Tate Lytle. Another second back to 15 to Chad Frankenfield. But Chad on those old tires, I would expect to see him maybe lose a couple more spots here in the next couple laps. See the 56, Garrison Hogan trying to lap the 12th place car, Ryan Barbieri in the 46. It's like Ryan's just kind of gonna give him the bottom here. So 11 cars left on the lead lap now. Garrison Hogan just picking them up, putting them down so far tonight. So we got a battle back here for 3rd place. Josh Adams trying to pass these guys, get back on the lead lap. Ethan Burrell trying to get up there and pass the 15 car, Chad Frankenfield for P3. Ethan's got a little bit better tires than Chad, so this is about 6 seconds behind our leader, just for reference. Not too far behind these guys is a 63, Hank Steinmiller, who I think should be up there in a couple laps. Or I would expect him to be. See Chad just getting right there, right behind Ethan, right on the bottom. Cutting it pretty close there. Not wanting to stay on that top for too long. You see 63, Hank Steinmiller coming to the frame there. Working his way back up through the field after his pit stop, running P5. So 63, Hank Steinmiller trying to work over Chad now. Chad just gonna kind of give it to him. 63 on those fresher tires. Three blinking a little bit for these guys trying to go around him. Looks like Hank's gonna get the run, take it low on Ethan here. Try to pick up P3. So put the 63 back up to P3, but he's got a long way to go to catch the P2 car of Tate Lytle. About 4 seconds up there. Shows you just how much time these guys lost on their pit stops, staying out a little longer. Our leader 56 got pretty clear track around him now, so is able to kind of pace himself, keep the tires on the car, stay out of trouble. These guys keeping it pretty tame so far, about just over halfway through this one. While we have some time, just going to give a shout out to our sponsors again here. Premier sponsors, C2 Freight Resources, Blue Egg Marketing. And again, if you're tuning in a little late, see Tate kind of closing in here on the 56. I don't know if he's just giving up time. See Josh Adams getting back on the lead lap here. It'll be interesting to see how his strategy works out. I'm not quite sure what kind of strategy he's on right now. I don't know what the fuel window is and stuff like that, but it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out for him if he's able to pit one time versus these other guys pitting 2 or 3 times. But again, if you're tuning in a little late, you're joining us for the America's Best Value in 250 here at Richmond in the Elite Racing SMRI Production GN Series. And America's Best Value Inn's a family of 1,000 inns, hotels, and suites in North America. So check them out at americasbestvalueinn.com. Oh, a little trouble with the lap car there off turn 4. That was pretty close. Lap car getting a little out of shape, almost into the leader. That could have been disastrous for our leader. See Hogan a little sideways out of 4. He might have a 3-second lead, but he is not not taking it easy up there, trying to put more time on these guys, gap them. Trying to make a statement out there is at 56. So you're looking at P7 here, Andrew Rucker, Brandon Key in 8th place right behind him. These guys running quietly in the top 10 all night. Took a while for Brandon to get up there and pass Rucker on that earlier run. We'll see if he's able to do it here the next couple laps. Closing in on 9 to go for the second stage. See Rucker a little out of shape right there as he went to the brakes going into turn 1. Got the car a little sideways. But you can see just compared to the start of the race how this track has spread out. You know, top lines kind of come in a little bit, giving these guys a little more options, more lines to run. Try to make a pass or defend. See Brandon get a little out of shape there coming on forward, trying to get the power down. And you see the 29 of Trevor Elam creeping up in the picture on these guys for 7th and 8th place. Oh, we got a yellow out here. Looks like somebody's around in turn 3. Oh, multi-car accident here in turn 3. See what happened. Looks like the 68 and the 32 of Dustin Dewar had an issue. Oh, man. Hard hit for the 82. Josh Clark having a great night running 6th place, and that's just really unfortunate. Just coming out of turn 2 and lap cars racing for position up there, and looks like Dustin 32 just got on the wall, took the 68 with him, and not a lot of time for Josh Clark to react right there, and just drove right into it. Shows you just how fast things happen here. Just in the blink of an eye, your race can be done just like that. Coming out of 2. 32's out of shape. They're wrecking. He just picked the outside, picked the wrong lane, and that happens all the time. Very easy to do and just commit to the wrong lane. You think a car is going to slide high and they stay low, or you think they're going to slide down the track, and that's just unfortunate. Josh Clark having a great night. '56 Garrison Hogan's able to maintain the lead off pit road. Josh Adams got back on the lead lap there before that yellow came out, so he's going to be P10. So everybody's going to be able to re-rack, be on equal tires, get some damage fixed. Oh, looks like the 2-car Tate Lytle's actually got the lead off pit road. I apologize. So Tate Lytle to the lead here on pit stops. The 2 crew getting it done down there in pit road. 95 Josh Adams actually came down again, maybe to top off. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if this 2-car has any speed. Maybe put up a fight to this 56 car, who's been pretty much the class of the field all night once he took the lead. So a long green flag run there, about 140 laps or so after that caution on lap 3. There's going to be 13 cars on the lead lap after that. 56 just putting down a blistering pace and just passing lap cars where he could catch them. Another person I'm curious to see if he has any say in the outcome of this race is that 37 Ethan Burrell. Usually good on these longer runs, and he never really got an opportunity to start up there in the top 4 in battle with these guys. He kind of started back there in 6th or 7th and had to work his way up there, but here we go. Restart. Second restart of the night. Tate Lytle give it on the gas. 56, not a great start at all. Actually going to probably lose second here to 63 at Hank Steinmiller. Chad trying to work the inside of Ethan Burrell for P4. This track just cooled off a lot. Actually cooled off about 7 more degrees than what it was. So 11 degrees cooler than when we started the race. So track changing drastically here in the last handful of minutes. We'll see what effect that has on these guys out here, if they're able to maybe run some more lanes out here. Top comes in a little better. See a 63 giving peak to the inside of the 2-car Tate Lytle. It's going to be tough to make that work, though. Tate's going to be able to defend pretty well up there on that top. And this is only, other than the start of the race, this is the only time we've seen that 56 back there in traffic a little bit. About where, no, he started actually in 7th place, so he started a little bit farther back there, but took him a long time to work his way up there to the lead. Took him about 40, 50 laps, so we'll see if he's able to make quick work of these guys, or if he's gonna, oh, we actually got another yellow here. It's like the 1-car Thomas Sherman might got a little help there. Got tagged by the 84 Wyatt Nadel going into turn 3. A little bit of damage, not too hard in the fence there. Should look back coming out of 2, right on board with 84. Got in there and tagged him a little bit. Ooh, 03 at Dylan Thomas just sneaking by there on the bottom, squeaking by. See what Dylan Thomas sees here driving through this thing. Sees him out of shape, Gets to the bottom, almost in pit wall. Man, that was close. These guys choosing to come down pit road again. It's like the 56 staying out there. Everybody else, for the most part, deciding to come down pit road. Looks like 95 of Josh Adams staying out as well. So our top two stayed out. Oh, actually, yeah, actually, third place car, Thomas Sherman, who just was in that wreck. Looks like he's deciding to stay out as well. See how much of a battle he can give these guys, especially after sliding there in turn 3 and 4. You would think that would hurt the tires a little bit there. So these guys going to have about 5 lap pressure tires than our leaders here, top 3. With how fast these tires are falling off tonight, I think that would definitely come into play. I wouldn't have, if I were these guys though, I wouldn't have expected that many people to come down, especially after their 5 lap run. I'm kind of surprised. Not sure if their plan was to just kind of do the opposite of whatever the 56 car did, or they were just planning to come down no matter what, but see how much that comes into play here. Definitely in the fuel window now, within 90 laps to go. Here we come, back to the restart zone. 56 back in the lead. Able to get a pretty good jump on these guys. Thomas Sherman giving a peek to the inside. Tate Lytle way up the hill up there on the outside. Josh had to give room to the 1 car down there. I don't think Tate really expected him to stay up there, but making it work on those newer tires. This 1 car is going to have to, it's going to be a hornet's nest going around this 1 car 3 wide back there with the 37 Ethan Burrell, 63 Hank Steinmiller, 3 wide off turn 2. Comes the 29 Trevor Elam to his inside. And that 1 car is just backing up. Here comes the 2 car, Tate Lytle around the outside, Josh Adams for second. 15 of Chad Frankenfield trying to maybe follow him through, cross him over. Go to the inside, maybe. No, he's going to take it up top. So put Tate Lytle back up to P2. Chad trying to follow him around the 95 here. This is only 5 lap pressure tires to see how much better 15's rolling the center, getting the drive off compared to the 95. They will equal out after a while, but right now, just firing off on these cold tires, not looking good for the 95 on the 1 car. See Ethan Burrell looking low. Tate Lytle looking for the lead here on the 56. Looks like he's going to get it pretty easily, too. Not much. As fast as that 56 has been tonight, not much he could do there on those, even just 5-lap older tires. I'm kind of shocked on how much better these tires are right now. Chad Frankenfield, Ethan Burrell looking to follow him through. And this could be disastrous for the 56. If this runs towards the end, longer towards the end, he could be buried back there and lower end of the top 10, outside the top 10. As he's got a whole pack of cars on tires behind him. Josh Adams still backing up. Getting passed by the 29 Trevor Elam right there for 6th. Rucker about to pass him for 7th. And the 56 drop an anchor with him. Finally able to get to the bottom. Tires on that 64 are just a lot better. He's able to get that drive off. Take a look to the inside in the 3. Just nothing these guys can do defending these newer tires. And that is an awful feeling being out there on, you know, everybody around you has fresher tires. You're just gonna have to make the best of what you got. And that's an awful feeling, just going backwards, seeing everybody go around you. And the 56th and the 95 have fallen all the way back to 8th and 9th place already. They got a pretty good gap behind them though, but these guys still all on newer tires. Everybody kind of minding their manners so far on this restart. Getting a little spread out. Battle for 6th place here. Got Ryan Barbieri trying to work over the 64 Rucker. 29 Trevor Elam right in front of them. Is up here for the lead. Tate Lytle trying to stretch it out over Chad Frankenfield. And earlier in the race, we saw Chad kind of drive up there to the 56, kind of give him a run for his money for a little bit, and then just kind of fell off a cliff and fell all the way back to like 5th or 6th place, I believe. A couple seconds behind the leader. And a relatively short period of time as well, just kind of just all of a sudden like flipping a switch. See the 46 trying to work the high side. Didn't quite work for him there, lost a little ground. And every time we come here, it seems to be a different line around this place. Sometimes it's, you know, right around the bottom, around the yellow line. Sometimes you want to be in the middle. Sometimes, a couple times it's been all the way up at the wall. Every time we come here, it's a little different. You got to practice and figure it out. Lead's kind of maintaining about 3/4 tenths right now, kind of trading laps back and forth. The 2 of Tate Lytle and the 37 Ethan Burrell are 2 guys I know are better on the longer runs. I see the 46 actually made the pass on Rucker there. A 56 trying to take back that spot, take back P7 from Rucker. Maybe those tires finally equalizing out a little bit, is able to slowly work his way back up there. Give the 64 another look on the bottom. We got another yellow out here. Kind of shake things up again. It's like maybe the 71 of David Carpenter. Trying to find out what the caution was for. Oh, looks like in turn 3 and 4 was the 68 and the 08. Mark Keeler and John Bower. Not quite sure what happened there. Oh, looks like going into 1. It's like the 68 had him clear and 08 gave him a little shot up the hill. And going on the backstretch, I don't know if the 68 didn't appreciate that or what happened. But maybe some tempers boiling over there. Not quite sure if there was some previous contact before that. I see a little bit of contact there. Yeah, it's kind of playing a little bit of bumper tag here with 68 and 08. 68 gets in the fence a little bit off too. Comes down off the wall and then doesn't give the 08 a lot of room down there, but those guys are running about 18th and 20th place when that incident occurred back there. But I would expect all of our leaders to come down pit road here. It looks like most of them did. The 2 Tate Lytle's able to maintain the lead here. Man, I don't know if it's the colors on Tate's splitter, but every time I see it front end view coming down the straightaway, I think it's always bent up. Just one of those illusions. I keep seeing it. I keep thinking he has damage, but I check and his car looks pretty clean. So. But yeah, that one strategy call just to stay out, or getting caught staying out from the 56th and the 95s got them buried back in 8th and 10th. So we'll see if those two are able to work their way back up here and maybe have a shot at the win. But time's going to run out pretty quick here, coming in 65 laps to go. And that time's going to tick down very quickly here at this 3/4 mile track. See opting to take the inside here. Chad restart on the outside again. He's had a lot of opportunities to restart on the outside. We'll see if he's able to get him. See if he's able to learn anything these past restarts and get him a good one here. It's just so tough to get going on the outside. You gotta look to your left, see when he's going, try to time it, and get a good jump. Because these other guys in third and fourth, they can see what Tate's doing a little better than Chad can, so typically they get a better jump than Chad. And you see right there, Ethan and Hank get a little bit better jump than Chad. Thought Hank was gonna maybe try to shoot the outside, but the 37s, see if Chad's able to hang on the outside. Ethan's gonna give him the lane. But Chad just line and put 30 Burrell up to P2. His way right there. '46 Ryan Barbieri and '64 Rucker battling here for 5th place. And you do not want to be caught on the outside for too long here, because that will cook your tires really quick. As you're just carrying a little more speed than the guy on the inside, turning a little more. 37 Ethan Burrell trying to go for the lead on Tate Lytle here. Tate's gonna drive it in hard, try to stay on his outside, pinch him down a little bit. See these guys pretty much dead even at the line again. Nobody wanting to give up that top spot this late in the race. Tate working hard to stay on his outside out there out of turn 2. I thought he was gonna hit the fence. Looks like 37 Ethan Burrell to the lead, gonna clear Tate. Chad trying to take a look, not gonna be able to get there. Ethan's gonna defend the inside. Tate might try to cross him over here out of turn 2. Gonna go for the crossover. Ethan's gonna leave the door open for him. Looks like Ethan's gonna be able to defend, keep the spot. Now Chad's gonna give Tate a peek. No, thought better of it. And this is the first time we've seen Ethan up front all night too. He was running third, fourth. They just need a little re-rack, fresh tires, and able to get that 37 up to the front. We'll see if Tate's gonna be able to maybe run him back down and work around him again. See Rucker really going the wrong way here. Lost another 3 spots since we last looked at him. And the 56 trying to work his way back up there. So far, he's actually right where he started. He hasn't picked up any spots since the restart. Actually, I take that back. He picked up 1 spot, just past Rucker right there. 95 trying to follow him through. So we're coming in. Just over 50 laps to go here. Time is ticking for these guys. Everybody pretty much on the bottom right now trying to take care of their tires. You don't know if this thing's going to the end or not. Don't want to push too hard and burn your stuff up and then have to race to the end of the race on burnt up tires. You gotta find that balance of saving tires but not giving up too many spots. See 56 closing in the rear end of Trevor Elam right there for P6. Kind of just a line of cars up there. It's gonna get tougher and tougher to make these passes though. He's 17 car Brandon Keith, not the 5 car. Trying to work over 64 Rucker. But it's gonna get harder and harder for the 56 to make these passes as, you know, these cars up towards the front running the top 5 pretty quick. And time is running out real quick. See Brandon Key's able to make the pass on Rucker for put him in the 9th place. Got the 63 at Hank Steinmiller here in 4th place. You saw him lead a good portion of the beginning of this race, then kind of 56 took it from him, and been the 56 ever since. But Hank trying to work his way back up there. Has been in the top 5 pretty much all night. See if he has anything for these guys in the top 3. See, they're starting to work a little bit of lap traffic now. Going around the 99 of Mark Rabilis. Tate, it kind of hanging there with Ethan though. See, he's taking better care of their tires here as we go into the Tate and Ethan running off the track. See the 50. Still, yeah, these guys are tough to make passes right now. He's just stuck in 7th, and Josh Adams right behind him, stuck in 8th. Not able to make any hay back there. Maybe look on 29 of Trevor Elam right there, but Trevor taking a look on the 46 of Ryan Barbier. Try to get there again, but Ryan's gonna try to shut the door. Can't quite do it. Trevor is right there, and the 56 is gonna look to his outside. Ryan kind of in the 1 and 2. Maybe gonna cost him the spot back at 56. Six trying to make the top work up there. It's going to be tough. Going to burn your tires up real quick. Oh, and the fence pretty hard. It's going to likely give the spot back to the 29 here. He's going to shut the door. Garrison's going to try to take a look to the inside. See these guys starting to get a little aggressive back here. Shut the door, throw some blocks you wouldn't really see earlier in the race. Try to maintain their track position because it's just so important. We'll see if the 56 can make it work on the inside this time on the 29. Oh, the 29 now on the wall. Same spot, 56 a couple laps ago off turn 4. Both of them hit it pretty hard. See Hank Steinmiller trying to work over the 15 at Chad Frankenfield. Hank trying to take it out a little wide on these corners, cut it low, maybe cross him over here going into turn 3. And give it a peek. Almost a little bit of contact there, almost washing up in the 15 a little bit. But he's able to get down in there and make the pass for P3. So put the 63 back up to P3. The 46 going to look to the inside of 56 now. '56 had the 46 clear, but 46, Ryan Barbieri trying to fight back on him. Not making it easy for him. See that 46 right on the yellow line, but the 56 just able to get the drive off. See Tate Lettle back up here, pulling up to the 37, Ethan Burrell, maybe taking a little bit better care of his tires up there. '56 looking to the inside of Chad Frankenfield for 4th place. Maybe those tires starting to fall off again on the 15, starting to lose spots a little bit. Starting to work through some more lap traffic here. 71, David Carpenter, they're going around. And pretty much put 4 cars under a blanket back here. You got the 15, Frankenfield, Barbieri, 29, Trevor Elam, and Josh Adams right there with him. Back up here for the lead, though. Work him over. I think the 2 car may be a little better right now, trying to get that spot back. See him right on bumper at 37. 30 laps to go, so time running out. Taking it a little high, maybe trying to arc it. Oh, the lap car is going to be in the way. Can't cut it down. Tate's getting a little bit better run out of the corners compared to the 37 car. Maybe he has a little bit more rear tire left. Able to get that drive off. This 6 car is on fresher tires, though. He might have a little bit of a say in this battle here. He's going to be on the outside of Ethan right here out of 2. It's going to give Tate an opportunity to get a little momentum on him. And he's still to the outside of Ethan up here. That's going to give Tate an opportunity here to get back up there. Oh, Tate in the fence a little bit off of 4. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. These guys just driving, using all the track they can out there to get the drive out of these corners. And if these 2 get to racing, the 63 Hank Steinmiller, 56 Garrison Hogan, not too far back there. See them just in the frame back there. Ooh, Tate getting a little bit of the wall again there on the entrance of 3. Trying to widen up the track a little bit. These two behind him, third and fourth, 56 and the 63, a little bit quicker than both of them. Might have a 4-car battle here before it's all said and done. See the 56 going around the 63 back there for third place. 63 is going to give it to him. Oh, the 56 on the wall again on that front stretch. He is using up that right side of the car the last portion of this race. And at this point, these guys aren't saving anymore. They're going 100%, trying to get that lead because time is running out real quick here. Coming to 20 laps to go next time by. See just how sideways they're getting out of the corners, trying to just get that power down, get a nose on each other. Oh, see 99 car, oh, right in the wall, right in front of the 2-car Tate Lytle. That could have been catastrophic for Tate. Good job to keep it up there in the fence, and Tate doing a good job avoiding him there. Cost Tate a little bit of time, though, having to go around him. $19 laps to go. These top 4 are getting ever so closer to each other. See Ethan starting to stretch it out a little bit on Tate there. The 56 putting a little pressure on that 2-car. And the 56 is going to have to make quick work of Tate if he's going to want to have a shot at the win here. Going to have to waste no time. We'll see if he tries a different line or something, try to cross him over, do something a little different here to make the pass. I don't think staying on the bottom is going to be able to do it. The lap car costing Ethan Burrell a little bit of time there off turn 2. Not able to swing it all the way out to the wall like he wanted. Gonna bring Tate a little bit closer back to him. Oh, lap car coming down to the side of the 56. Oh, man. And around goes the 56 just as he got back into it, too. He was running down second and first place and just disastrous coming out to turn 4 with a lap car. Let's take a look, see what happened here. Coming out turn 4, you see the 08 up there. Mark Keeler. Looks like the 56 gave him enough room. Maybe the 08 kind of just misjudged where he was and came down a little bit into the side of 56, or kind of just like he misjudged it. Maybe, oh, and Hank Steinmiller got a piece of that one as well. I see Hank's not sure where he's going to spin. And maybe just caught a little bit of a piece of it. Maybe netcode might have saved him a little bit. But man, you hate to see that happen to our leaders up there running for the win, especially inside 20 to go. I would imagine all these guys are going to come down for 4 tires and fuel. See if anybody's gutsy enough to take 2 here. Coming to Gonna be less than 10 to go when they go back green. Looks like everybody's taking 4. Looks like Ethan Burrell is gonna keep the lead. Tate gonna follow him in second. Looking at Hank Steinmiller's car, I don't think he has any damage. He might have caught a lucky break there. His car looks pretty clean, so he might be good to go here for this last 10 lap run. Now this could get interesting because I think the car has good short run speed here has been the 15 of Chad Frankenfield. We've seen him run up there with the 56 on these short runs. They tend to fall off. I think this falls kind of right into his wheelhouse under a 10 lap shootout. So watch for that 15 up here. Might be the one sitting in victory lane. And we all know that Chad's not afraid to shoot it in there 3 wide if he gets a good shot at the lead here. But again, as we come down to the close of this thing, see, we've only had 5 cautions for 23 laps, which is pretty good for short track like Richmond. You either tend to see very few or a lot, and really no in between. You get either long green flag runs or cautions back to back. That's the way it seems to go. But again, if you're just joining us tonight, you're here for America's Best Value in 250 at Richmond for the SMRI Productions GN Series in Elite Racing. And just a quick shout out again to our premier partners, C2 Freight Resources, Blue Egg Marketing, and SMRI Productions. Appreciate them coming on board this year and sponsor this series. Well, here we go, re-racking. Coming to 9 to go here on this restart. Ethan Burrell up front, Tate Lytle, Chad Frankenfield, Hank Steinmiller, top 4. Brandon Key up there in 6th. Tate gets a pretty good jump up there in 2nd. Chad, not the greatest start back there in 3rd. Maybe a little bit of working together by the 37 and the 2 to get a good jump. We'll see if Tate has anything for him. A little out of shape back here is the Rucker, the 64 Valvoline, 3 wide with a 12. Got Brandon Key off in the grass. Not sure what happened there off of turn 4. See the battle back here in 95, trying to go to the inside of Ryan Barbieri for P5. Looks like he's probably maybe going to get that in turn 1 and 2. Ryan not able to stay on his outside. Might lose another spot to 29 Trevor Elam. Trevor's going to take that spot as well. Follow Josh through P6. But Ethan Burrell just pulling away so far over Tate Lytle. Half a second is the gap. So we come around, coming to get 5 to go. See if anybody has anything for that 37 car up there. So we go 3 wide back here for, oh, they thought better of it. 56. Back there with Brandon Key and Dylan Thomas. Back there for 12th place. '56 trying to get as many spots as he can. But Ethan Burrell pulling away almost 0.7 of a second now. Got 3 laps to go. Getting kind of strung out now. See Tate trying to work that middle groove, kind of cut it down. But Ethan just continuing to pull away up there, gapping him by almost 1/10.5 that time. 37 car just flying on this short run here. Unless he messes up, I don't think anybody's gonna be able to get to him. He's got the white flag here for 37, Ethan Burrell. Kind of running in the top 5 quietly all night long until when it counted. Got up here in the lead. About 50 laps to go and just kind of stuck with it. But victory lane tonight's going to be 37, Ethan Burrell. Going to win at Richmond. Tate Lytle 2nd, Chad Frankenfield 3rd, Hank Steinmiller 4th, Josh Adams 5th. It's your top 5 tonight and the America's Best Value in 250. But disappointing night for the 56. How crushing. You know, led pretty much half the race until the pit stop cycle, and then almost got back up there and had another shot for the win and just have it ticking away. Just go down the drain that quick. It's just devastating. But see everybody coming in to congratulate Ethan up here. And that's going to be Ethan's 2nd win this season. As we look at our top 10 here. '37 going to burn it down over here on the front stretch. And I believe after this race, you might be looking at the new points leader right here as well. So win and new points leader, possibly for Ethan Burrell. As you look at our top 10 here, couple notable people up here in the top 10. You got Trevor Elam finishing 6th place, started 26th. Josh Adams finishing top 5 right there, started 25th. So a lot of these guys coming from pretty far back in the field, which is pretty impressive to do at a short track like Richmond. But overall, pretty clean night. A lot of cars looking better than I thought they would at the end of a short track race, but so we'll get ready to see if we can maybe pull in some of our top finishers here for some post-race interviews. See if we can get a hold of them. And we're going to pull in second place finisher Tate Lytle. Tate, joining us in the booth.
Hey.
Congrats on a great run, man. What'd you need there at the end to maybe have a shot at Ethan?
I don't know. The track I think I'm going to say the track went away from me, but I feel like I just started overdriving it. Started getting loose, and I was tighter than heck the first few runs on the short run, and then for whatever reason I was pretty loose. So I just think I was overdriving it, but yeah, good fun. Good for Ethan to get a win. I mean, I really wanted it, but I was just thankful to be able to I didn't even get back into the session until about 4 minutes before the green flag. So just happy I got to start. Decent race, 150 lap green flag run was really fun. Thankful you were up in the booth and not on track. Yeah, always a good time at Richmond.
No, yeah, it was fun watching you, man. I was pulling for you. I was hoping to say good win to you tonight in the booth, but it didn't happen. But
Yeah, that's what I needed was that extra little motivation in serving.
But what was kind of your tire strategy there at the? I believe it was the second caution when the 56 kind of stayed out. Were you just kind of do the opposite, whatever he did, or were you planning to come down there after that 5 lap run?
I don't know. I feel like it was more than 5 laps, maybe 6 or 7, 8. I don't know. If it was 5, it felt like more than 5. But I was probably gonna pit the whole time, and I was even in a Discord with the 56 and was kind of saying like I think I'm gonna pit. I think he was just kind of banking on us doing our normal short track thing and just caution after caution after caution. So I think he was trying to have that extra set of tires for the end. He still almost got back up there. He's probably going to win the race if he didn't get junked by the 08. But yeah, good run for me and the boys out there.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked at how big of a deal that 5, 6 lap fresher tires were. But great run. Anybody you want to thank? Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my normal Pro Edge teammates for another fun 250 laps. You and Gavel up here straining away doing this. Chad for doing what he does. Brent Wentz, Days Gone By. Go check that out. He's got a sweet Etsy store. I don't know if either of you guys have checked it out before, but I'd be pretty upset if you haven't. So go on there tonight. He's got some really cool stuff on there. If I had more money, I'd probably buy a lot more stuff. But yeah, good run. P2. Wish you could have got the win.
Alrighty, well, congrats on a great run, man. We'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah, see you Wednesday. Get smoked by Ed, Iowa.
And we got race winner Ethan Burrell joining us in the booth. Ethan, man, took you a while to get to the lead, but once you got up there, you held it.
Yeah,
were you
man,
a little worried there Tate was going to get you?
Oh, absolutely. That was tough sledding, man. I was really happy that we got that like 150 lap run in there to start the race. But I think the 56 and the 2 and the 63, I think kind of had me handled on that long run. I really didn't think, I kind of got off sequence with those guys in the wrong way. I kind of short pitted them a little bit and wasn't paying out for me. So I really felt like maybe a top 4 or 5 car, but got a couple cautions there. The second half of the race kind of bunched us back up, and I was able to kind of use my strengths there on the short runs, and ended up getting out front, and thankfully was able to hold on to it. That last, I don't know, 20, 30-ish lap run, I really thought I was burning it up, and I thought Tate or Garrison were gonna get back by me and take it back, but thankfully that one last caution I think bailed me out because I was pushing everything I had that run and got one more chance to put fresh tires on there, and we were just checking out that time.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of you guys were driving real hard. I saw you and Tate kicking out the back end, coming off on the straightaways. But I noticed the track dropped almost like 20 degrees throughout the course of that race. Did that kind of play in your hands, or did it change the handling of the car at all, or did it kind of just stay the same?
I didn't realize that, but I did notice the track changing quite a bit, so that makes sense hearing that. I think it helped me because the long run. I mean, I felt like I was really sliding around pretty bad that first long run and really hurting my tires. But those like the last 100 laps or so, I felt a lot grippier, and I didn't think I really changed much about my lines. So I'm sure that helped me a lot. Pushing the car that hard and was mostly keeping the back end straight. It was getting pretty squirrely there, but yeah, man, it's awesome. It felt really good out there to go out here and get the win.
Well, congrats on win number 2 of the season. Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anybody want to give thanks to?
Yeah, thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcast, and shout out to my grandma and Betty for tuning in here tonight, watching the race. I'm glad we were able to get the win for you. Hope you guys are having a good time watching. Shout out to everybody that puts this on at Elite, Chad Frankenfield, Josh Personette, all the admins, SMRI for their support of the series, all the other sponsors out here, and all the guys at Pro Edge Racing for always having great runs with me and making these races a whole bunch of fun.
Alrighty, well, congrats on the win. Congrats on a great run. We'll see you Wednesday, man.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, so that's going to conclude the night's broadcast here for the America's Best Value in 250. Thanks for tuning in. Just want to give one more shout out here to our sponsors. Premier sponsors SMRI Productions, C2 Freight Resources, and Blue Egg Marketing. Couldn't do it without them. Great to have them on board every week. Shout out to Chad and these guys for putting on the league. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, just definitely congrats to Ethan Burrell, Tate Lytle, these guys for a great run. Looking forward to being back next week for another one. It was an exciting one to call tonight.